Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss through Future Star the reproduction for standard 8, reproduction in human being. Okay, as we know that reproduction is a process where the produce can produce again, hence the term given as reproduction. And the importance of reproduction is to maintain the species, to continue the population, because there is a definite lifespan. After the lifespan, the person die. If they will not reproduce, they will not produce their young ones, the generation will be stopped. So this is the process which help us to continue the generation one after another, as our lifespan is fixed or definite. Secondly, when we want to increase the population, reproduction is essential. When we want to bring about variation which is required for evolution, but the nature is changeable, until or unless we will not bring variations, we will not cooperate with the coming challenges. So variation is also very, very important, which are brought by two sets of individuals, two parents. When involved in reproduction, they participate their own characteristics in their children. Okay, so the mixing of character, recombination of character, add a new set of character, which is very, very one of the important aspect of sexual reproduction. So biparental, fusion and fertilization taking place. So in morphology, we have already discussed female reproductive system, male reproductive system. So our topic for today is fertilization. So male produces male gamete, spermatozoa, and female produces ovum, egg or ovum. Now, male during the sexual reproduction, during the act of reproduction, during coitus, the male discharge its sperm into the vaginal canal at the end, beginning of the cervix, and from where the sperm has to cover the journey up to fallopian tube. I will later on tell you or show you. So, where at the junction of isthmus and ampulla in fallopian tube, the sperm goes there and ovum comes there, and the act of fusing them, act of meeting them is known as fertilization, which may take place by syngamy or karyogamy. Syngamy means fusion of cytoplasm, and then karyogamy means fusion of nucleus. Carrion is nucleus. So ultimately the nucleus of male migrate to the female, and as soon as male sperm reach the female egg, it has a one part at the tip that is called acrosome, that contain enzyme hyaluronidase. The name of the enzyme is hyaluronidase. So this enzyme has power to dissolve the wall of the wall of the ovum is dissolved by this enzyme, and the nucleus is tied into the female nucleus, and both the nuclei joined together means they distribute the chromosome. Nucleus contain chromosome. The chromosomes are intermingled with one another. Homologous chromosome, one set from father, another set up from mother. They mix together and form a new recombinant nucleus that is called zygote. So zygote is single cell structure where the first cell life begins. Everybody started his life or her life from the zygote itself. When zygote is formed, life is a new life, a new baby is formed. Though it is not delivered, it remains inside the mother's womb. Okay. Two type of individuals are there, oviparous and viviparous. Some after fertilization keep the egg inside, and then after that they lay eggs, and egg hatches to deliver the chicks like birds, fishes, frogs. But mammals, they give directly birth to their young ones after fertilization. They keep the young ones inside their womb and uterus, and then ultimately deliver. So after that, uh, you can understand here the diagram of female reproductive system. It is the uterus, and this one is the fallopian tube having the isthmus and ampulla region. So at the junction of isthmus and ampulla region, here the fertilization takes place. The fertilized zygote start dividing and redividing to 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell, 16 cell, and ultimately 32 celled structure. 32 celled structure when it will form the blastula, blastocyst. And at that at that 32 cell structure, the 32 cell organized into different ways. Some form the outer layer and some form the inner mass. The outer layer actually involved in formation of placenta, which remain vascular connection with the mothers, okay, and supply the glucose, oxygen to the growing embryo and take away the nitrogenous waste from the fetus or embryo to the mother via mother blood. They are nourished. Baby is nourished throughout the gestation period. The attachment of this blastocyst, 32 cell structure blastocyst, with this placenta, with the endometrium wall of the mother's uterus, that it is interdigited like this. It is interdigited. One intermingle with other. One is supposed that fetus, another is the mother wall, and they are intermingled to for the vascular supply. So this is called placenta ultimately. A umbilical cord is laid down that attaches the baby to mothers, which are being cut after the delivery. Okay. So blastula implanted. So when blastula attaches to the inner wall of the endometrium wall of the uterus, the process is called implantation. The after implantation, it start nourishing by the mothers, and then near about 28 days it takes to fully mature the fetus, which is to be delivered as an infant baby. Okay. So embryo at that time when the blastocyst divides and start forming the organs and different organ system. Okay, they are laid down. So some cell take the charge to form nervous system, some blood circulatory system, some skeletal system, and different morphological structures are laid down. After that, the group of cells involved differentiated and form ultimately a small baby which remains like this, remains attached with the mother. So after 28 days, near about 9 months, 10 days plus minus, the fetus itself, it's at its brain, it generate the fetal ejection reflex, send a signal to the mother, and mother receive it, and mother start contracting its wall, the myometrium wall, the inner wall to the endometrium. There is a myometrium wall. There is a strong contraction taking place in myometrium wall, and the baby is delivered through this one. So this is the birth canal. The baby is finally delivered in the form of infant. Is it clear to all? So in this way, I have explained the entire process of remaining embryo in the mother's womb. This is called womb. Your life is womb to tomb. Womb to tomb, So womb, this uterine wall, uterine cavity is called womb, and the entire period to remaining in the womb is called gestation. उसको कहते हैं हम लोग gestation. तो gestation. So after gestation, the baby is delivered near about after 28 days. Here, the baby is surrounded by different layers of membrane: amnion, chorion, allantois, yolk sac. 4 different type of membranes encircle them with the amniotic fluid. which is highly antiseptic, highly antibiotic, no infection can done. And during that time, the cervix is plucked by mucus. Mucus plucks cervix. So there is no any infection like thing goes inside the womb. It's up locked by mucus. So sometimes by cough, your nose and throats they are clogged. They are blocked. Similarly, the cervix is blocked. Cervix is blocked. Okay, and after 280 days, the this breaks and the baby is dead. Okay, any question? Any one of you have any question? Now come to the questionnaire.